fanged clitori is almost done gnawing off your dick. The last level. Everybody takes at least 2 hits to kill. And now they've stopped, you know, a cabbage certainly wasn't enough. They throw rocks at you, in addition to Indiana Jones boulders rolling at your ass. And we all know that happened in the movie. We all know that Ralph Macchio had to deal with a bunch of spear-wielding motherfuckers. And to be fair, he did fight Chosen, who had a spear. Well, he got his ass beat by Chosen, who had a spear. But where did the Indiana Jones boulders come from? And there certainly weren't a whole bunch of samurai motherfuckers with spears chasing his ass down. I mean, for God's sake! What the hell would he have possibly done? He would have run like a little bitch, you know. I would have run like a little bitch. Oh my god, I almost actually finished it, I think. You can actually jump over that thing and it'll tell you you're a miserable failure. But at least you didn't get your ass hit by a freaking swinging ass blade. Oh, I guess in that case he's also got to deal with Castlevania, because they have swinging ass fucking blades in that. Ugh. And then these moments are just bad design. Those moments where you can't actually hit the guys because they are just slightly below your range. Yeah, sure, you could duck kick them. But what the fuck good does that do when their punch outranges your leg? And it does. Try to fucking kick them while they're doing that. And they will laugh at you, and they will grab your balls, and they will twist them. And then they'll tear them off, such as they are. They know that Daniel just glued some marbles onto his pelvis. Very happy to point that fact out. And they don't have to feel shame. They're not the tranny. Kick him in his cock. Wow, I actually killed that guy. Before he was able to get down into his little dungeon where you'd never, ever be able to hit his ass. Ugh. My god. You know, Sato was a hard-ass uncle in the movie, but in the game, dude must have been fucking Hitler to Chosen. Just this dude and his huge-ass guard of stormtrooper ninja guys. I mean, sure, you got your honor trampled by a big-ass pussy. Does it really require this much effort to get your vengeance? You alone are enough to deal with this fag. Those guys with the spears. Here's a little useful tidbit. I'm actually going to give you some genuine advice. If, by chance, you actually ever play this shit. And that is, if you see those spear guys running at you with their really large-headed penis, well, jump on them. Oddly enough, the Mario tactic will actually make them drop their spear. It won't kill them, of course, but it will make them drop their spear. And then you can actually kill them with, you know, your pussy-ass moves. You know, I think that's my favorite part about this level. It's not all the ridiculousness of the enemies and the setting. It's the fact that they get a slight sprite change and some steroids. They go roid rage on you. You get a sprite change, and you're just as big of a douchebag as you previously were. You are just as useless as fuck as the first 3 levels. See, here's a prime example of just the bad design. You have no chance to fuck them up. See, they outrange your foot. You might be able to somehow get collision detection to recognize your kick, even though you're hitting them in the face. But it's very unlikely. And then that dude's gonna come by with his member. Ugh.
I swear to God, if that's how I end this game, I'm not playing again.
This game brings genuine disdain out of me. It's such a blatant and horrible cash-in on a popular movie series. Not that the third one was anything to scream about. I really don't give a shit about the third one for the most part. I mean, yeah. Another recap for anybody who knows or might not know. In the first movie, the big pussy has to fight a gang of angry karate kids who recognize that he is a pussy and proceed to beat the shit out of him, rightly so. At the end of the first movie, he successfully beats all of them in a tournament. Somehow. Probably Mr. Miyagi actually took most of the fight out of them when he actually severely fucked all of them in the face. Very beautiful moment. Well, after the first movie, you have the second where they go to Okinawa. And once again, somebody recognizes that Ralph Macchio is the biggest puss on the face of the earth, and proceeds to beat the shit out of him again. Although in this instance, he's actually slightly less of a puss. And then at the end of the movie, he has a fight to the death with this dude, Chosen. And it's pretty cool. It's actually one of the more painful looking fight scenes I've seen. One of the fight scenes I consider fairly realistic. I mean, they take a lot more impact than a normal person probably would. I mean, let's face it, 2 spin kicks to the head and you're fucked. I don't care who you are. But, yeah, at the end of that, he fights somebody to the death. In the third one, he's back to somebody who's basically an angry karate student picking on him. The dude went from a death match to being afraid of some gay-ass motherfucker who just basically looks like a giant douchebag jock. How the fuck did that happen? Now, granted, Mr. Silver, one of the villains in the third, was pretty damn funny. And also younger than Ralph Macchio in real life. But, point being, the third one was just ill-placed, if not slight self-parody. But back to the game. The end is right there. That's it. How much gayer can you possibly get? You have mastered 2 moves. I don't even count the kick, the slidey sweep kick. That's shit. And you're a karate master. Ugh. You know, this whole thing needs to be ended properly with a picture of Elizabeth Shue to wipe clean the horror and obscenity that is this game. Because that's what this is. It's 20 minutes of your life devoted to coming as close to homosexuality as you possibly can.